Hello friends. Welcome to my channel Full Stack Blocks. On today, we are discussing directives. What is the directives in Angular and how to use the directives in Angular? How many types of the directive? Okay, so everything we will know in this lecture. Okay, and the also I will so to practically will implement the directives, okay, in the real conditions. Okay, so what is the directive are classes that add additional behavior to element. Okay, directives are classes that add additional behavior to element in Angular application. Okay, example, need to something you want to add in any div class. You can this is an example. You want to display the list. You have the list of the fruits. You want to show the in the HTML page how to show this. This is the one of the directive. Okay, if you want to have a heading, you want to give when I will hover on the heading, then background color will change. This is a one of the directive. Okay, so we can create all in this type of the element. We can create a directive, call this directive to the HTML page, and simply you can use. Okay, and why we are creating the directory? Main reason is the we are creating a directory example. Your application have the 15 to 20 or 30 components. Okay, and on every component you have the link, some of the links, and you want to when I will hover on the link, then link text color will change. So here is the two thing. You can on the 30 or 35 in on every component you can the write the some code regarding this, write the some classes, write the some style. Or second one is the you can create a directive which is the common directive. You can create a directive and call on the every component. Okay, so I think you can understand why we are using the directive. Okay, now types of the directives. Okay, types of directives. So here is the four types of the directive. Four types of the directive. Okay, first directive is the structural directive. Structural directive. Second directive is the attribute directive. Attribute directive. Third directive is the component. Fourth directive is the custom directive. Okay, let's start with the first. What is the structural directive? Structural directives responsible for the shaping and reshaping the DOM structure. Okay, and the you are manipulating the sum of the elements. So you can the structure directives. Structural directive. I think here it is some mistake spelling. Okay, structural directive. So I will explain with the example. The best example of the structural directive when they have to use the if for such case. Okay, these all the three is the example of the structural directive. So let's and the go to the real project. So I have already created a new project. Okay, so this is the HTML file, this is the component file, this is the CSS file. Okay, let's remove everything from this file. Okay, okay, now let's start with the where I am explaining today if condition structural directive, how to use for loop, and how to use switch case. Okay, let's start the first condition if. For example, I have writing here the some of the text. Okay, so writing here content is visible, and other div I'm creating the other div content is hidden. Okay, okay. So I want to create a condition if I'm taking a variable. Here it is show content. So content, and this is the type of the variable is the boolean. And you know about the boolean have the two value, true or false. So I'm defining the true value. Okay. So if show content is true, then show the content is visible. If show content is the false, then visible the content is hidden. Okay. So how to implement? So simply at the rate if, okay, and enter the show content. So I'm copying from the TS file and writing in the HTML file. Okay, and the this one. Okay, and the start the curly braces and close the curly braces and type the copy this thing div. So if show content is true, then display the div content is visible. If content is false, so I'm adding else at the rate else and content is hidden. Okay, clear? If content show content is true, then print the content is visible. If show content is false, then go to the else condition and print the content is hidden. Okay. Now I'm going to the browser and type localhost 4200. Here you can say content is visible. Why print the content visible? Because the show content is true. Okay. Now let's show content is the false. In this case, you can show here content is the hidden. So you will clear what I'm creating a variable here. This variable assign the true or the false value, and here. So okay, okay, good. Now let's. I will explain to how to use the loop. Okay, so let's take example. You have the list of the fruits. Okay, example list of the fruits. Okay, let's have the fruits, and you want to display one by one fruits, one fruit in a row. So in a second row, second fruit, the third fruit, so all fruit you want to print here. Okay, using the for loop. Okay, so first time go to the TS file and here creating the fruit list. Okay, so fruit list data type will be any and the array. Okay, so here I am creating the full list. Example apple, banana, third one is the orange. Okay, let's. So this is the fruit list, and I want to display this full list on here in the ULLI format, means the in the list format. So I'm simply create the ULLI. Okay, and I am typing one fruit. So I want to display something look like this for a fruit list, or I want to display something here. So here is the coming only one fruit because I have the static added the. So I want to show here the all of the fruits which I have added the TS component under the fruit list variable. Okay, so simply go to here and I need to add the for loop. Okay, so go to here, add the rate for, set the syntax, uh, reference. So reference is the fruit of list of the fruit. So in the fruit list. So this is the your list, which is here is the fruit list, and the fruit is the reference of the fruit list. Okay, because the when run the loop, so then pick the first object, then second, then third, then fourth. Okay, and add the track fruit. Okay, and okay, and go to the Okay, within multiple errors. Okay, we'll check on that. Okay, and here the print the under the double quotes writing the fruit. Okay, now save the data and the you can see the server is running properly. So in this case, full list will run, loop will run. So first time print the first, the second and third. So I means as per my understanding, here will print something look like this: apple, banana, and then orange. Okay, so let's again save the and run the. So here you can see the all of the fruits is coming here. Now let's more one thing. I will add one more. Okay, more grapes. Okay, so I've added the grapes. And now we are going to the HTML page. You can show here grapes is available. Okay, so for the using the for loop, simply the list of the data which is coming in a single variable. So this here is the fruit list is the variable name. You can create a reference of the fruit list. I have created here the fruit to add the rate for reference of the list fruit of list and track fruit, and you can display here the because the one by one fruits will come under the fruit. Okay, okay. Let's move to the third example. Third example is the switch case. Okay, so how to use the switch case? So if know about the you are using the previously switch case is a type of the loop. Okay, so I will explain to how to use the switch case. Example: I'm taking the go to TS file. Here I'm taking a color. Okay, this is the string type and value is the red. Now I implemented this switch case. So switch case is the simply you can write the at the rate switch same for the other. Okay, here I am writing the switch up past the color. Okay, up color will come from the TS file. Okay, here I am creating the case. At the case, the red. Okay, red to so create the blue and the red. Okay, case 2 green. So print the okay clear. So, okay. So currently okay for the switch case it's coming the error. What the error? Okay, I think I have the some of the step mistake. Okay, because the switch for the S will be small. Okay, so okay. So in this case, if I'm checking in the TS file, the color is the red. Means when run this code, so print the red because the color is the red and the color is the red here will match. Okay, now let's go to here and here is the coming the red. Now here I will assign the green. In this case, as per the road, come to the green. You can see here green is coming. Okay, so I think everything is clear. Again, I will repeat these all things. For the if condition, you can use the at the rate if, and here is the, your condition. If condition is satisfied, if condition is the true, then if block, if block will run, else block will run. Okay. If I am talking again in the loop, so this is the simple of the syntax at the rate for list of the reference of the list of list that is the reference and the alignment. Okay, so I think everything is the clear. Okay, let's move to the Next one. Next one is the attribute directive. Okay. So what is the attribute directive? Attribute directive is responsible for the changing the behavior. Attribute directive is responsible for the changing the behavior. Responsible for the changing behavior. Okay. Okay. Let's. So the best example of the attribute example is the ng class. We can pass the dynamic class style, and the style in any of the div, any h1 and one is the ng model. Okay, so let's start the directly go to the example and start the example. Okay, now let's here I'm explain the attribute directive. Okay, so first example related to ng class. How to use the ng class as a tag. So for the class we are using the variable name is the ng class. Okay. So let's. I'm creating a class, dynamic class, a div class name. Example, this class name is the we are deciding the class name of the div. You can so the something the anything. So this is the text class. Okay, and now so I want to append this class dynamically in HTML. Okay, so let's go to the HTML. If simply I'm creating, then writing is something look like this syntax. Here is the writing the text and the this is the testing class. Okay, now I'm running. This is the simple static. Okay, so here you can say that this is the text coming and go to the inspect, and you can see here is the class is the text. Okay, okay, clear. Okay, now I want to append this class through the ES file. Okay, so here I am already creating a variable div class name and this. Okay, so remove the syntax in place of the class. While we are using the dynamically, then using the ng class. Okay, and in place of the text you can use the variable, under which variable assign the class value. Their class value is the test. Now I'm changing the class value is the 134 test 1234. Now run the code. Okay, here coming the error. Okay, cannot bind the ng class. Okay, because the module is not imported. So go to the TS file, because I'm using the Angular 17. So you can simply import the module. For the module name is the common module. Okay. Now check. Yes, code is running properly. Okay. Here you can check. This is the test class and go to the inspect and check here. Here class is coming text1234, which I have appended from the ES file. Clear? Okay. Now I will add some CSS of this class. Okay. Maybe color red. Okay. So once this class will be appended on this div, the text color will be red. Okay. Let's check. Close this. Yes. So means class is appended successfully. Okay. Now second example for the how to use the and style. Okay. So first we'll check a static example. If you want to have to create this is the testing div for style. Okay. Now I want to add the style. So I want to something the change the background color of the this text. Okay. So simply use the style and the CSS property, the background color, and choose the any of the color, maybe royal. Okay, so now if I can see in the browser, so then background color is becoming the royal blue. Okay, now I will append this royal blue property dynamically through the ts file. Okay, so I'm creating here a variable name is the change background color. Okay, and assign the color equal to green. Okay, so I have assigned the color is the green. Now let's go to here. Copy this royal blue. Same color will be assigned here. Will change. Okay, so this is the property. So while we are using append any dynamic style, then use the name is the ng style. For the class, you can use the ng class. For style, you can use the ng style with the big bracket. Okay. Okay. So background color equal to, and here you can go to the property. Here is the single code, and here you can write the which want to add background color. So according to me, okay, is it coming the error? Okay, got it. Because we are appending the, so need to start the calibrations and close the calibrations. Okay, okay. Now code it running properly. So in the case and the style appending the background color will come change background color, or here change background color is the royal blue. Okay, let's check. It's working fine. Now again change the color from the ts file. Here I am changing the color is the red. Okay, so in this case this will background color will come the red. Okay, refresh, and you can see here background color is becoming the red background color. So you can use simply something like, if you are using the class, then use the ng class tag. Okay, but in the class, when you are adding the style, to use the tag ng style. But remember, this is the very important point. Always while you are using the ng style, then always add the curly braces. Okay, okay. Let's example for the ng model. Okay, so for the ng model, first I'm creating a text box. Remember, ng model. ng model basically is used for the two-way data binding. This comes under the forms module. Okay, so first is the, while you are, then first you can import the forms module in under the import section. Okay, clear? First you can import the forms module, because this property comes under the forms module, same as the ng class. Ng style will comes in the common module. Okay, okay. Now I'm creating a text box, input type text. Okay, and here adding the ng model. I describe with you, okay, ng model will provide the the two-way data binding. Okay, so I'm assigning the name, ng model name, and name will be declared here. Okay, currently I am writing string equal to name will be, I am typing the Krishna. Okay, so and the same thing will print here for the testing. So this is working same as expectation or not. Okay, in this case this will be print here is the print the Krishna. Okay, so now refresh the application and you can see here in the text box is the Krishna. Give me 1 minute, I will add the some of the PR, so will clear picture. Okay, so So here you can say the in the text box is coming the Krishna. Now this will work as a two-way data binding. So I will type here in the same time HTML to transfer to the TS, or again just come to the HTML and print this text here. Okay. So I think attribute directive is clear to everyone. Okay. Now let's move to the third directive. Third directive is the component. So I will explain in the here. Component directives, okay, responsible for controlling the rendering of the Angular components. You know about it, it's automatically defined with the name components. Component is responsible for controlling the rendering the Angular components in this template. Okay, clear? Okay, and how to use? So you can use component directive as a at the rate component. Okay, and you can use this property under the ts file. So I will show to you. This is the app component.ts file. Here you can see at the rate component. So this is the component directive. Here we are using the at the component, at the rate component. So this is the component directive. Okay, under the component directive coming the selector, standalone, import, template URL, style URL. Some of the you can define the uh, s- okay, but if you are using in the before Angular 17 means Angular 2 to Angular 16, then you can find the some of the property where standalone and import property will not available, because in the Angular 16, we are creating the module.ts file. Okay, under the module.ts file, we are declaring all of the modules which we are importing. Okay, but in the Angular 17, this is the standalone key component. Here we can create the standalone component. Okay, this is the new feature under the Angular 17. Sorry. So I will explain standalone, what is the standalone, how to use the standalone. We can, if we are not using the standalone, then how to run the application, how to create. So I will explain in our next video. Okay, but here I am explaining the at the rate component. Okay, so why we are using the selector? Selector means you can use this selector in any other component. So means this component will display in your parent component where you are call this component. So always when you are calling any component in your any other component in, then use the selectors. Okay, template URL is the where we are rendering the HTML. If you are not okay, where we are entering the HTML. Same for the style URL. What is the style for this particular component? This is the local component CSS. This CSS will applicable only for this component. Okay, okay, clear. Now let's move to the custom directive. What is the custom directory? Custom directory is not any standard directive. Okay, they are created by user for the defining a new behavior of the element or external. As per the requirement, user can create own directive. Currently, structure, attribute, component, these are the Angular directive, which is provided by the Angular by default. But if you want to create your own directive, then you can create itself. These directive calls as a custom directive. Okay, so let's explain one example. Example, let us assume, example, this is a text. Okay, or you can say I'm creating a example. I've created a div. Okay, and div here is the this is custom directive. Okay, so normally it's come as a background color will be white and text will be black color. But when mouse hover on this text, then background color will be red background color will be red, green, any other color. Background color will change, and also same time font color will also change. Okay, so this is the I will create the directive. How to create the directive? Okay, so for creating directive, need to directive. Okay, so first create the directive component. Okay, so simply type the ng g for the generate directive. What you want to generate directive? Okay, and name will be of the directive. Uh, you can say change background color. Change background. Yeah. No, no. Okay, it's okay. Change background color. Okay. So I'm creating this directive ngg directive change background color. So you can see here directive is created. Here this is the directive component. Okay, at the directive, and this is the selector. So means this selector we can use in the div class. Okay. Remember, in the Angular application, selector is the most important parameters. Because when you are creating any component as a child component in any component, under the component you want to use any component as a child, then need use to the selector. Okay, so here is the selector and standalone is the true. Okay, so mean this is the standalone component. Okay, now let's point is the what we are doing here. I will type the background color will be green and font color will be white. In which condition? When hover. Okay, when hover. Okay, and second condition is the what happened here, and second condition is the when mouse out. Okay, then coming original condition. Original condition और ओरिजिनल कंडीशन क्या है? बैकग्राउंड कलर व्हाइट and color black. Clear? Okay, let's how to create. So let's how to create. Okay, so we are creating the element reference because we are with the particular element we are called to the type change. So create a reference of the element reference. So el and the element reference. Okay, the element reference comes under the Angular 4 line. I'm putting there. Okay, this is the coming. Okay, now I'm creating a method. Okay, so creating the on mouse hover. Okay, this is the method. Okay, and what we are doing on this method, mouse over on the mouse over. Sorry, this is the method now. Okay, so I'm creating a simple method, and in their method calling this element reference. Okay, so this dot element reference means now picking in the current element. Okay, element dot native element dot style dot background color will be green. Okay, I think it will. No, it's not coming. My 1 minute. Something is the. Uh, okay, okay, we'll check. What's on. Okay, and the color will be. Okay, to complete the same line. Paste color is the white. Okay, and the mouse on. How to so call the host listener. Okay, and in which condition? Mouse over. Clear? Well, they need to this dot, but it's getting. We'll check why it's coming. Error. Okay, okay. So this is the method. Okay. Now run this method. Okay. So okay. And after that, so we'll call this selector in the component. Okay. So creating a new text. Okay. Creating a new text. Okay. So here writing view or writing here this is the custom directive list. Okay. Clear? So if I'm here, so this is the custom directive and they call the directive selector. Okay. And simply add here. Now, in this case, when I will hover the mouse on this, then color will be green background color and text color will be white. Okay, nothing is nothing is doing. Okay, our code is running properly. Again, go to on the here. Okay, what's not coming? Or let's do one thing. Do one thing. Do one thing. We'll add this property on constructor. Okay, correct this property. Okay. Now automatically will come the without anything it will come. I will check this is working fine or not first. Okay, so background color will be green and this is the white because here is the no color is there. So this is not working again. Okay, app is the correct. Need to check syntax. Directive selectors. Okay, gosh, constructor. Okay. That everything is okay. Already commented. This will also commented. Okay. But it's not okay. Getting any error. Okay, let's check the console. Facing irrigating. Everything is coming. Okay. But it's not coming. This will be impacted something. No, the issue. Everything is the okay. Element reference. The color directive. Okay, okay. I'm not importing this directive under the component. So how to push it? Okay. So this is the actual issue. So I'm calling this directive in the component. This is the missing part. Okay. Now, now you can say default. This text will default come with the background color green and the color is the white. Now check for this. What happened? Element native dot style dot background color green color is the white. Any other thing is currently? Give me 1 minute. Text is coming. Okay. Now adding the color is the okay. Color is the red. You can say okay. Color is the red. So background. Okay. Background. Some spelling mistake on GROUND. Okay. So background color will be green and text color will be white. Okay. Now let's look at. That's working. Now we will implement this thing on the mouse hover and the mouse. Okay. So I'm again uncommented the previous code. Okay. 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 Now in this case, first listener mouse. This is closing here. This is the closing. Okay. What happened? EL plugin Angular compiler. No, no. EL property EL does not exist. Really, it exists. It's not using some property. Maybe I'm checking one more thing. Okay, so this is the change actually in the Angular 17. But if you are using Angular 7, Angular 16 or the blue version of the Angular 17, this will happen. Okay, so this is the fix. So when I will hover the mouse hover, give me 1 minute. Close the mouse listener. Now you can see this simple text is color and then nothing is coming in the hover. Now I'm adding the property. So the property the at the rate host listener mouse over. On the mouse over I have created one method and under here the background color will be green and color will be white. Now let's check. So they're running properly. Once okay, here again. Okay, this is the spelling mistake. Background good. Again. So you can see here the text is coming. When I will hover, then background color will be green and text color will be white. But Now mouse out, but this will not change. So need to add mouse out property also. So I'm copying the same thing. Okay. And here mentioning the mouse out. Same will be here. Mouse out. Okay. OUT. Okay. And background color will be white. Color will be black. Okay. Now see the match. No, this is the text. When I will hover, then color will be black, background color will be black, and color is the white. Out, in, out, in, out. You can see. You can create something different type of the directives and do this thing. Okay. So here is the I am nothing added. Removing the commented code everything from here. So you can see I've created a directive and here is the selector. I'm calling the selector in the HTML page. Okay, this is the constructor and constructor is the reference of the element reference. So why we are using the element? Because we are picking the particular element. So need to the element reference. Okay, and host listener is the while I'm hovering on this, then use this property and out of the mouse, then use this property. So I think everyone is the clear this code, okay, and clear the directives. Okay, so you can create the custom directive as per your requirement. Okay, thank you everyone. Please subscribe, like my channel.